The best movement you can do for developing huge calves that is better than any other movement, and if it's the only movement that you did the entire rest of your life, is still the standing calf raise. Now, calves get a little bit of a caveat that other muscles don't get, because whether you want to say alternatives to the standing, like calf raises, donkey raises, anything else that you can do, rotary calf raises, any of those other exercises, the normal function of the calf, which is to bring the heel all the way down and then to bring it all the way up as high as it can go, is fully exercised in the standing calf raise. The reason that most people don't have calves, and I could go into a long list, is this is a person with 17.5-inch calves. I don't have anywhere near like Mike Matarazzo 22-inch calves, but I feel pretty good about the 17.5-inch calves that I've been able to develop over the years, is because I start at the bottom getting a full stretch. I pause in that stretch for a second. I come all the way on the top and I squeeze as hard as I can at the top, and then I push off with the big toe for a second squeeze as hard as I can before I slowly come back down and repeat the rep. A full range of motion on calves is what most people don't get. They use way too much weight at the start. You should start with a lower weight, about half of what you're using, then build your way back up with an extremely full range of motion. That will cause you to have huge calves. And the biggest tip you can do for huge calves that most people don't do is that when you get to the end of the set, continue to do partials until you can't move it. So every set of calves that I do, I'll come all the way up and squeeze it on the final rep, then I'll do a half rep and a quarter rep until I just can't move the weight, and then I'll put it down. That has caused the most size and strength in my calves over all the years. Now, calves are a little bit different because they're a split body part, meaning you have the gastrocnemius, which is the top of the calf, and you have the soleus, which is the bottom of the calf, which has to be, now the gastrocnemius is where the leg is straight, and the seated calf raise, which works the soleus, is where the leg is bent. That has to be done with a seated calf raise. So this body part over all other body parts really gets two, because it's really two different muscles. But if you only did one exercise for the rest of your life, the standing calf raise would cause the biggest calf muscles that you could possibly have. Let me know if you agree and why or why not.